What's up, guys? So we are now at Roka Gym. Training's gonna start very soon. Everybody's here waiting for training to start. So as soon as training starts, I'll go ahead and give you guys a sneak peek. John graciously agreed to allow us to have a sneak peek of today's training. Again, this is not something he usually does because obviously the sessions are closed, but for today's class, we will get a cool little sneak peek. So in either case, training coming up soon.
Okay, now our opponent does get through to our leg. He shoots and it does get through. Now we've got to get down to the hip, just like so. Okay, our hip comes in on our training partner. We're always turning towards our training partner's head, regardless of which side it's on. Now from here, your whizzer is going to be your classic defensive instrument. Our goal always is to get his head back down underneath our hips. It's not enough just to put him under the hips, we've got to keep it there. Okay, he's going to be trying to take his head out, lift you up the middle, do all those things that people like to do here. So it's important from these situations that we take away his ability to drive. So we take one of his feet and bring it up off the mat. So when he tries to lift us up from here, it's going to be tough. We start that action of walking around the corner, taking hands off. And it's from here that we can start moving behind our training partner to good attacking position. So when this guy does a good job of getting on through, it's important for us now to get those legs back and turn in on our training partner and get that good arch in our spine. Now from here we start that action of turning around the corner, splitting our training partner's grips, and getting into a scoring position. Okay? Let's give it a try, fellas.
So just finished practice. It was tough as usual here with Giancarlo.
What's up, guys?
So
I was running from Placido today.
So the plan is later on today, I'm going to go to Sheepdog, where Giancarlo's going to be teaching at what time, Giancarlo?
7 p.m.
Yeah, so if you guys are in the Texas area, guys, make sure you take advantage of the fact that Giancarlo teaches every single night at 7 p.m. Sheepdog, I'll put the description down in the bio. Probably next time, on the next cut, you guys are going to see some cool technique from him. See you guys. Okay, guys, so I got here to Sheepdog now to Giancarlo Bodoni's class at 7 p.m., so let's go in and check it out.
Say we recovered and we got back to a butterfly guard, like we saw before. We get into this position here where I've got my legs back in and I've isolated my partner's arm. From here, we're just going to push our training partner out to the side. We're going to come up like this. Okay, so my head's higher than my partner's head. And I want to start kind of choking up on my training partner's arm and get my elbow right there at my training partner's elbow. I'm going to point my elbow up to the ceiling. I'm going to grab a hold of my own elbow. From here, my foot's going to go to the hip. And the other foot's going to come up and over my partner's shoulder like this. And my whole thing from here is to pressure with my two knees down on my partner's head, okay, like this. And then from here, my hips are going to go back. My head's going to come forward. I'm going to crunch down on my partner's elbow. Okay, and then from here, we get a nice tap. Sometimes from here, you saw that naturally your partner's going to want to resist the head coming down, right? Because if I get his wrist higher than the head and shoulder, then from here it's tough for him to come back up, and I can get the tap right here. But sometimes when I start pressuring down, your training partner posts the hand like this. And if he posts the hands like that and I feel that resistance of him starting to come back up, I could just retract my foot and start throwing my leg all the way over. And now from here we can start attacking triangle, crossing the arm, figure four-ing the legs, making that adjustment. So if I got back to that underhook, often you'll find that you get back to guard and you have this underhook position. We're going to hit a forward shift where I sit my training partner, okay, back, and I come up into this position. I hit it kind of diagonally here. We start falling back on the arm, foot goes to the hip, other foot comes up to the shoulder. So my two knees sandwich the shoulder here. One, I pressure my training partner's head down, throw the leg over the shoulder, and then from here, as my hips go back, we get a nice tap right there on my partner's arm. But if he posts that hand on the floor and he starts posturing up, we can retract the foot, throw it over, cross our ankles here. Then we adjust the triangle as we normally would, scoop into the arm, scoop into the leg, and we get our finish straight from there. All right, let's try it.
What you been working on with your students lately?
Well, lately I've been trying to work on more stand-up, but today we are doing some kipping escapes, so kind of going full circle back to the beginning, because there's like a new wave of white belts coming in, so we got to kind of start from the fundamentals back up.
Do you usually do stand-up every class?
Not every class. I've been doing it more in the most recent no-gi classes, like the last 2 months been trying to kind of introduce them to more stand-up in the no-gi classes. And there's a couple students that are going to do some gi tournaments, so I've been kind of throwing it into the gi classes as well. But I primarily focus on the ground, just because it's a newer crowd and some people are a little bit older, so stand-up's a little bit more intimidating for them.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that vlog. If you liked and enjoyed this type of content, please make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know that you enjoyed this type of content, and I'll do my best to bring some more of it in the future. It is a lot of work to do a vlog because you're kind of bringing the camera with you everywhere, so I don't know how much I'll do this, but again, if you guys showed a lot of interest in it, maybe it's something I can do again in the near future. In either case, coming down here, I constantly try to push myself so that I can get better and thus my students can get better. If you're in the New England area, my school, 5 Stones Jiu-Jitsu in Millbury, Massachusetts, hit us up on Instagram at 5 Stones Jiu-Jitsu on Instagram, or hit me up on my personal Instagram. Come on in, get better. All right, guys, see ya.